now. I'm blessing you now because you didn't did it, Playboy. So
Right.
new project, new project, new
Yeah.
project. This, that. You know what I mean? A car. I'm like,
Yeah.
dog. When I started painting $1 million cars and shit, it's like I was nervous, bro. It's like I don't really know if I want to do this, but I had the opportunity, and I'm like, I'm going to kill it.
So, what's up, ladies and G's? Welcome to the podcast. Much love to those returning, and shout out to those tuning in for the first time. Today, I'm very excited. I got a very special guest. As you can see, I got a guy sitting to my right on the screen here. He's a walking legend, man. If you're definitely into creative art, man, if you love it and have a passion for it, cut the volume up. You don't want to miss out on this convo. This guy is basically, changing the world with his art. And what I mean by that is
Wow.
for every pen to every brushstroke that he takes, man, he's just vitalizing the whole community and really reviving us when it comes to the industry overall, when it comes to creative art. So I have none other than the living and walking legend himself, King Saladeen. What's up, bro?
Wow. How you doing, man? I appreciate it, yo. And
Yeah.
tell the people I didn't pay you to say that, man. I didn't pay you to say that.
No,
But I
man,
appreciate it, man. That's an honor, bro. Thank you. I like for real.
man, for real. I mean, it's the least I can do. It. Like I said, I love art, man. I've always been into it since I was younger. And to be very
Okay.
honest, to be very transparent, to kick things off, like your work stood out to me the most. Like out of everyone that I've
Oh
seen,
wow.
something about it. I don't know,
Wow.
the color, the bare itself, the layout, the tone, like whatever you said. I'm like, yo, this dope. So
Oh wow.
yeah, I
Damn, I
appreciate
appreciate that. That's a lot. That's a lot, dog. Cause there's so many artists, bro. So for you to say that is like, damn, that's what keep me motivated. Like shit like that keep me motivated. You know what I
it.
mean?
Yeah, and it's always refreshing too to see another brother for real, like tapping into like an unconventional space because you don't see
Definitely.
too many of us. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I can make you dog for real, for real.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you for creating your platform for people like me. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So it's
pleasure,
it's,
dog.
it's well rounded, dog. Circle.
Yeah,
You know, what I mean?
yeah.
I feel the same way.
Much love, much love. So normally what I like to do, especially on a Monday, right? We call it like Monday motivation type thing. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
like to open up the floor, to my guests a little bit. Feel free to,
hmm
tell us a little bit about yourself, your backstory, like how you grew up, childhood,
Um.
things of that nature.
Okay. Well, the way I grew up was typical young black guy in late '80s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like what I'm saying, like as me being like a kid from like 2, 3, 4 years old. I'm growing up in a certain era where it was like it was the whole crack epidemic. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But as I got older, I played basketball. I always loved art. I used to get beat for writing on my walls and just stuff like that.
yeah,
But where I'm from, I never really had a channel for the art unless I wanted to be like a vandal. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I grew up around a lot of hustlers. So like writing on walls and all that, that was kind of like, yo, what is you doing? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So I never like came up around people that was like, yo, let's go bombing or just like to talk really, really about art.
right.
But so I played basketball and pretty much that like saved me from like the inner city bullshit. I was always traveling, always playing ball. I had a good mindset because I played sports. So
Yeah,
I think like sports was the real thing that really helps me out today too. So
mm,
that's my typical how I grew up. Always doing art here and there.
yeah,
Um, but I just always seen art a little different than the regular kid that didn't have art class or whatever. So throughout my life, I always did art, created my own jackets, my own shirts.
mm,
When I used to skate when I was a young boy, me and my crew, we had our own skates because I did them all. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
used to get paid to do people's skates. And it just was always something like a little extra hustle that I had, but I never really told nobody. But when they seen it, it was
mm,
like, damn, can I get my jacket done? And I'm talking from the age of like 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm
yeah,
playing basketball, but I'm in the crib maybe doing like somebody's jacket or something for school or my jacket for school. So it's always like art always been in my life, but I didn't have nowhere to channel it. You feel what I'm saying?
mm,
So
yeah,
sports was another way of me, being
right.
focused on something, learning teamwork and just how to just navigate. You know what I mean?
Gotcha, gotcha. So you said you grew up in Philly, right?
Right. Yep.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, and you said you hooped. That was like, your calling at first, right? That's something that you was
Yeah.
passionate about.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've been the same size since I've been the same height since I
yeah.
was probably eighth grade. So I've been
Wow.
6'2" since I was in eighth grade, bro.
Oh, you
So
was dunking.
you gotta already know. You know what I mean? It's like they made me play ball almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like, but I loved it. I love to play. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
I thank God for sports every day. Like seriously.
That's love, man. That's love. So, just dive into that a little bit more. So, where you hoop at? What school did you go to?
I
How
went to
was that transition?
I went to University City. That was my high school.
Yeah,
Middle school, I played ball too. We won the city championship. Tilton Middle School. So I was already fifth, sixth grade
yeah.
playing basketball and like getting led. Like um, I got Division 1 recruiting letters in eighth grade. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Dog, I'm
Yeah,
6'2". I'm like 150 pounds just
yeah,
and I'm really playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we gotta get this young boy early. But it was a
yeah.
couple of low mid levels, but it was
Mm.
still like a college people was calling my mom in eighth grade. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So it just was crazy, man. But
That's big.
I don't
That's
know. I
real.
forgot the question. My bad, bro.
No, no, you good, bro. You good. So you was basically putting up buckets again at a young age. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like this feel like a basketball challenge. I might have to hoop with you.
Dog, look,
See
look, look.
about
I'm out of shape right now. I'm gonna keep it 100. I gotta get back though. But
yeah,
but it's so crazy. It's like I told myself a long time ago. I was like, yo, if I could do something like super creative that
yeah.
I would love to do, and I would be able to like live with it, I wouldn't play ball no more
Uh-huh.
because I seen the good side of basketball. I seen the politics of basketball. I've been
Mm.
hurt before trying to get back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like from every aspect, I was like, yo. After a certain age, it's like sports is kind of like it ain't really the same joy
yeah.
that you get. It's more like it's more of a job, but you ain't getting paid. You know what I mean?
I got
So
you.
I was just always praying that I could like find my reason to be here because everybody's 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Everybody can don't shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So art was definitely my calling.
Yeah, I'm about to say in that transition. So obviously basketball was a thing. It was going for that. It was like, yo, I got scholarships lined up, people checking me out. It was
Right,
like the move.
right.
But what really transitioned you to the art? Because if you had all this lined up, what was like, okay, this is not the play. Was it an injury? Was it a certain
Um,
incident, adversity?
I got in a real bad car accident with my mom in 10th grade.
Mm.
So that didn't derail me, but it literally like took me out of the game for about I'm gonna say like 8 months. You know what I mean? I was rehabbing. It was my 10th grade year, so it was after the season though. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like the whole end of the year to the summer to the next year. So I was okay to play basketball by the next season, but it
Yeah.
was like I had went through so much like that year I wasn't really working out. I was in back and forth in the hospital. So
Right.
we got in a car accident and that kind of like derailed me to the point where I was like, damn, at 10th grade, so I'm 15 years old and I'm thinking like, damn, I could have just died. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it was a really bad car accident. And my thought patterns just started changing. Then, I wasn't able to play ball for I think probably like the first 3 months or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
due to my injuries and stuff. So I was in the crib more. I was stuck in the house. So I was working on. I was my pens in my pad. I was just really in my whole creative bag because I
Yeah.
didn't have to play basketball. I didn't have to block out that side of my creative side that I always blocked out when I walked out the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So um, that's what really was the game changer for me, where it was like I started thinking art more instead of
Yeah.
like, oh, I just can do it. You know what I mean? I
Right.
started
Right.
thinking like, damn, I love to do this shit. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To the point where I wasn't even thinking about basketball other than people like, yo, hey, when you gonna start balling again? Damn, you cool? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that,
Yeah.
I was kind of like in the comfort zone creating, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
that's what derailed me. 10th grade, me and my mom got in a bad car accident. Thank God we both made it, you know what I mean? But it was very, very, very bad. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Well, man, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad mom's safe,
Thank you,
everyone's
man.
good.
Thank you. Seriously.
Bless up for that, for real. And that transition, brought you a blessing, in disguise. Like it was a traumatic event, but it's still a
Crazy.
blessing coming forward. So that's real.
Definitely, man.
Look, and
Right.
so with that, you basically you in the basement, right? You're creating in your creative
hmm
zone. Like, how long did it take to really develop your style? Because I know when it comes to art, there's different levels to it. Did it?
Um, I mean, I'm still developing my style, bro. I'm
Yeah.
still developing everything. It took me from when I really. All right. So my story is super long, bro. So
No, we
I'm
with
gonna
it. I'm
say
with
I'm gonna
it.
say up to 2011. I
Yeah.
quit my job 2011. I was working with kids at like a judicial lockup. placement for kids, you know what I'm saying, in Philly. So 2011 was the time when I really was like, yo, I'm taking art totally serious, and I don't know where to go with this, honestly, but this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out of Philly some type of way, you know, and show what I can do. And this was all motivated by my best friend JP. You know what I'm saying? That passed away. So he was like the boy that was like putting the battery in my back like every day. Like, you know them days when you don't feel like none of that shit. You don't feel like hearing nothing.
Right.
Shit not going your way. You just kind of like, dog, I ain't trying to hear it. I'm not trying to go nowhere. I'm not trying to. He was the boy like, yo, stop bitching, man. Come on, man. We gonna do this. Dog, all you gotta do is get some money here. You be worried about some bullshit. Like, he was always the boy that was like, at the end of the day, you like, damn, I'm glad he came around. You know what I'm saying? Because the dates totally changed. You know what I'm saying? So, he was the one that motivated me to leave my job. So once I left my job, bro, it was like, it wasn't easy to, like, because when I say it, like, a lot of people hit me up like, you don't think about leaving my job. Dog, okay, cool, but you gotta know, you gotta do everything you don't feel like doing once you leave that job. Ain't no ego, ain't no, oh, I ain't doing this today. All right, cool. You ain't getting no type of progression today either. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta really like know what you want to do. You know what I mean? But it can happen because I definitely did it.
Absolutely, and I can attest to that, man. Yeah, this 9 to 5 life. After you step outside of it, go out on faith. It's a different ball game.
Facts,
It's
but
not easy.
people don't understand that. I didn't understand that either. I used to argue with JP all the time. He used to be like, bro, if you at work all day, how can you show people your gift? You know what I mean? How can you bump into the right person? How can you even, you know what I mean, enjoy life? And I used to be like, bro, I got my cardinal. I ain't trying to get kicked out my spot. Like, I'm thinking like, so that life that, millions of people think like that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was the one person that was like definitely an angel amongst other people. My mom was always a major supporter. All my homies was, major supporters. So everybody that was around was like, yo, this shit different.
Yeah. So they saw something in you at the moment. You really didn't see it for yourself. Like,
I
they knew you had
seen
it,
it.
or you
I
knew.
seen it, but I'm like, yeah, right. Like, what are you talking about? We don't know no artist. It ain't
Yeah.
even like you knew an artist from like 50 miles away. It's
Yeah.
like I've never heard of a black boy making money off art. I've never seen it in my life. I've
Right.
read about a bunch of dead artists, maybe, painting, selling, but I've never seen it. So it was hard for me to even like grasp that. But at the end of the day, it was like I used to have visions of me doing all kinds of art stuff and just like doing tours but I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
how? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know. I can't even explain it, bro. It's crazy.
Right. So your boy JP
Hmm.
basically gave you that extra push, like, yo, your shit dope. Like, everybody need that go to guy. We need somebody
Yep.
supportive, and it sounded like
Yep.
you had a solid team around you that was like pushing you forward too. So
Yeah.
that's
He
major.
bought he bought my one of my first paintings sold. He made me think his sister bought it. His sister moved into her new crib, and he gave
Yeah.
me $500. Like, yo, Mo said she want to paint it, so I was
Yeah.
super hyped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. Not like later on, I found out that he bought it for her, but it was crazy. It was like one of my first like a $500 for like for me to do what I was just like I love to
Right.
do. It was
Right.
kind of like, hold up, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially when I'm working and I'm getting paid $800 every 2 weeks or something like that at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Running around doing a little extra stuff, hustling, just like shit that wasn't 100% me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was doing it just to have the extras. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fly boy, so I always love to just go shopping. And plus, I'm hanging
Yeah.
around dudes who hustling. So
Mm-hmm.
they go to the mall. Shit, I ain't trying to be the boy going to Foot Locker and they in Neiman's. You feel what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right.
So
Right.
it's like you got kind of like, hold your weight. But
Yeah.
I was always like, I'm not the boy that's gonna risk my life to be able to go in Neiman markets and go buy everything I want for
Right.
two
Right.
years, for a year, and they get locked the fuck up. And I seen it already. So it was
Right.
like I gotta figure out my work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like what I'm gonna do to like not be a 9 to 5er and not be a dude that's gonna be going back and forth to court and shooting it out with people and you feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No,
art
that's
was it.
love. Yeah, that's love, man. That's real dope too. To just be able to idealize where you want it to go. Like, you know your passion, you know your talent, and drawing, man, and being a creative is very difficult. A lot of people don't know how challenging this is. It comes
Yeah.
with a lot of mental stress because you constantly got to think, you
Yo, my
reinvent.
brain be going crazy, and it's so crazy. Like
Yeah.
I feel like, and I'm just talking to Jay and talking to my team. It's like, I don't I've never thought that I would get to this spot. So it's all kinds of stuff going on now, and it's like
Yeah.
so what's next? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I don't know. Listen, I'm painting down the road because we are businessmen as well as creatives.
Mm-hmm.
So, I lay out a lot of different things that we're going to do, a lot of different, offers and opportunities come our way. We take them or we pass on them.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yo, for me to say like, I totally know what I'm doing and I'm totally navigating like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here
Right.
every day sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about money. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
about money because when you get
Right.
money, shit get harder. It get harder because you got to keep making money, and
Yeah.
then you got to have a team around you and
Mm-hmm.
people. It's just like a creative at this level is like on a whole nother brain, a whole nother wave, bro. Because it's like
Yeah.
when you're dealing with business, that cuts off a light in your creativity side because you got to get totally serious. It's no fun in games no more.
Yeah.
You're a shark. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And then you
Right.
got to click that back off and then go paint something with yellows and blues and oranges.
Yeah.
It,
It's
it's
just like
hard.
too much. You're like, ah.
Dog, some days I'm just like, yo, I just want to lay down. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I just had another baby. So I had a son and a daughter within 2 years.
Yeah.
That's
Congrats, man.
crazy.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
that's crazy balance wise.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I gotta
Right.
go to
Right.
Germany. I gotta go to Germany next week. So
Mm.
we just left China. So to think about me having a kid, I've never had any kids in my prior life.
Yeah.
So all this shit is new in the most busiest time of my life, the most creative time of my life, the most time where I gotta, sacrifice time and all of that to make sure my
Yeah.
kids is cool, my
Right.
team is straight,
Yeah.
staying on top of shit. It's a lot, bro. But
Yeah.
people got to understand that though. I didn't expect none of that when I quit my job. I was just
Mm.
like, damn, I hope I just be able to sustain myself and be going to LA sometime and partying. Like
Right.
at that time in my brain, I was like,
Yeah.
if I can go to LA, get a nice car, nice apartment,
Yeah.
and have some extra bread, I'm straight.
We
My man,
good.
my man JP, like, nigga, that
Yeah.
ain't nothing.
All
And
right.
I'm just like, oh, you's a hater, dog.
Yeah.
He like, bro, that's nothing. That's
Yeah.
regular dude shit. You
Yeah.
something else, bro. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
Man,
deep.
that's wild. That's wild. I mean, first off, congrats, on your children. I mean, that's the most
Thank you,
beautiful piece
man.
of artwork you can really create in life.
Yeah, that's
So,
just scary. That's just scary, bro. You got kids?
no, I had no kids, bro.
Oh, you got the no kid face too. He was
I
like,
gotta stay with her, nah, dog. I'm in my prime. I gotta go, dog.
right, get your sleep. Get your sleep now, bro. You had kids, you ain't getting no sleep.
Oh man, I can only imagine. Yeah, a lot of my homeboys, they starting to build their family. They got kids and stuff. I'm looking like, yo,
Yeah.
Uncle Dre, I got y'all, but I gotta stay over here. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a sacrifice, man. But
Yeah,
my kids, I don't know. Everything come at the perfect time, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Especially
yeah,
if you living right.
right.
I think a lot of things happen when it's supposed to, even if it's like tight, it's kind of hard. It's like, oh my
Yeah,
God, the balance. But I couldn't have had kids 5 years ago.
yeah,
I wasn't ready. Man, listen, I was running around, and then I was at the beginning of really my career because 2011 when I quit my job
hmm,
was like the beginning of me starting to travel and just be in Miami for 6 months or a year and just
yeah,
living off of art. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
don't have no rich parents or a rich cousin or
Right.
a cousin that even got a Benz. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
straight
Like,
up.
so it's like it was never a situation where I'm like, yo, I want to go chase my dream. Yo, can I hold $1,000? Can I hold
Yeah,
$220?
yeah.
Niggas is like, what?
Nah.
You tripping? Like, what is you
Yeah,
talking about, dog? You still play ball, right?
yeah.
Like, so
Yeah,
it's like I don't even want people to get it messed up to the point where it's like, yo, he had to have some type of help. The one person that helped me, honestly, like other than me running to my my management now, my team, PCNY, other
yeah.
than that was like JP gave me like $4,000 though. When I quit my job, he gave me $4,000 and I bought a
That's love.
bunch of material,
Hmm.
artwork, the artwork materials, and I just had like a couple dollars in my pocket just for some cushion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I went to Miami.
yeah.
And it was like, so that was the one person that ever put money in my pocket. And that was 2011, the summer of 2011.
Yo,
And
that's
then
petty, bro.
from
Yeah.
there, it ain't no looking back.
Right, right. No, yeah. Shout out to JP for real, dog. Much
Yeah,
love.
hell yeah.
People
All
wish they
day.
can have a team or just somebody around them like that. You know what I'm saying? So many people pray for that because it's
Yeah,
a
man.
lot of hate, man. It's a lot of like
Yeah,
distraction, people trying to side eye you and everything. So,
yeah,
man, big
definitely,
up for that for real. And
definitely.
to touch on this, because I know we briefly touched upon it, like we hit it like hopscotched around it, but when it comes to balancing business, right,
Right.
and family and creativity, how you go about doing it? Do you digress, take a step back, analyze what's going on, meditate? Like, how do you tackle your day and balancing everything from start to finish for you?
Well, I'm gonna say it again, my team. You know what I'm saying? Jay a big part of that. He on a day to day with me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know, man. It's like every day is just a new mountain, bro. Every day, because some days it's like I'm super busy. Some days I get to chill and create. Some days I'm just like, yo, I just want to just go shop. I just want to go to Soho and just go, just do me. You know what I'm saying? Or so it's like every day's a little different, but the balance is like the hardest thing, because it's like, I'm married, I got a wife, so it's kind of like, she just had a baby. My son is going to be 2 in October.
Nice.
No,
Scorpio?
November. Damn, I'm tripping, dog. See, sorry. So November. So he's Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. Oh, okay. So he turned 2, and we just had a baby. So it's kind of like That's a whole situation. That's a whole situation where you gotta kind of just you gotta be the lion. Like, yo, this is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother situation. Then you gotta be able to still leave those situations creatively. Like, I still got to be able to do everything. I still got to shake hands and kiss babies after I leave from maybe a little argument between me and my wife, because I was out too much this week, or I just got back from LA, and how can you go do this thing in New York? You just got it's real, but it's like, it was just a situation, because when you're pregnant, hormones. She my number one rider. She's the one that really helped me with all this shit, for real, for real. When you know my whole story, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just learning. I'm in year 1.5, so it's like 3-4 years. I could tell you the whole layout. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just wake up with faith, thank God, and just be able to just thank God that I'm on my own time, so I can bring my son to the studio. So, I just help her out. I I want to anyway, but I bring my son to the studio every other day, so he could just absorb everything going on. Know that daddy, you know what I'm saying, isn't a regular 9 to 5. Or not saying anything's wrong with that, but I bust my ass, and I had a dream not to be, and it's physically here for him to be chilling with me. So I want to take him back home. You know what I mean? And it's like, I never had no shit like that. You know what I mean? I never seen nothing like that. It was always, yo, I'm going to work. I'm taking you over your grandma's house. Or, and I don't see my mom for 9 hours. And then she comes home and I'm knocked out, getting in the car, sleep to go home. And then the same thing, repeat till Saturday. And then it's kind of like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Saturday, but like, it's just, I'm trying to change the whole layout of just like life for my family. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, man. Well, you definitely leading the way, dog. And again, I commend you for everything that you're doing.
Thank you, man.
Family support, and I see you very transparent too on social. Like, you'll post, engagement moments when you with your lady and your kids. Like, that's real. A lot of people need to see that for real, and I like that.
Yeah, because I ain't no sucker, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not trying to be somebody I ain't. A lot of people on Instagram, they kind of like, they might be living with a woman and never post her, and they on the gram kind of like, yeah, I'm the bull. No, you ain't the bull. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, but that's what it is. But it's like, I'm from the era before social media, so I can't even try to be faking, like, for real, bro. And I'm around a lot of things where it's so easy to be corny. Like, dog, I'm around Lamborghinis and shit every day. You don't ever see that stuff, like, unless I painted on it, I'm gonna post it. I'm not taking pictures sitting on a Lamborghini because my man got one and they right here. It's like, I'm used to, like, I'm a king. You feel what I'm saying? A clown's gonna do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I'm just trying to show, like, it's a way to get out of situations, to get out of the inner city. You know what I'm saying? I don't rap. I'm not, you know what I mean? I didn't make it to the NBA. I never thought that I'd be able to be working, doing collaborations with big companies and have my own company. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. This shit is real. It can happen. It can really happen. But you got to go chase it. You got to really get it, though.
Straight up. And when it comes to those collaborations, I'm glad you touched on it, though. Like, what excites you the most, when you're creating, like, your style? Is it just new projects coming up, ideas you've been thinking about the night before, materials, what?
It's
Yeah.
just life. It's just life, bro. It's just like,
Yeah.
damn, like I've been in those shoes where I had a job where, I ain't graduate from college.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have no bachelor's and whatever the evers. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like the jobs that I had to get were pretty much jobs where they were like, for
Yeah.
almost everybody that didn't have like a felony. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Not like a
Right.
McDonald's or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it was like I was working with kids, bad kids, and they was going crazy all day. And it's like, and they not kids. They 14,
Yeah.
15, 16 years old. They
Mm-hmm.
grown for real in the inner city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, but that helped me out too because I got the, uh, my personality and my faith and my motivation got to them
Mm-hmm.
kids before I was even this person talking to you right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I always
Right.
was thorough though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just didn't have my opportunity to show it to the world and
Mm-hmm.
show my gift with my thoroughness. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
could be gifted, be a dickhead though. Don't nobody like you, but you like, oh, that's a dope painting. But I met the boy and he was a nut. You know what I'm saying? Or my man knows some. It's just like I made sure that I'm one of the people that you can't really stain my name unless you just totally lying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm doing everything that I seen the real men when I was coming up
Yeah.
do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing nothing. Most people that I knew back in the day was doing stuff illegal, but it was for a reason. It wasn't just because I want to sell drugs and get this jacket. It was like,
Yeah.
yo, my mom don't be home ever. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And my sister take care of all of us, and she works at the dollar store, so I gotta do something. You feel what I'm
Straight up.
saying? And it's like that's the type of life I come from. You know what I mean? So it's like just to be inspired is just like, bro, just being on my own time, just knowing that like where I come from, like if I didn't have these opportunities, if my man didn't hype me up every day, and I didn't run into the right people after I had the faith to quit my job,
Yeah.
I would literally be in the same spot, just older and with kids that I can't be around. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that was one of my biggest things when I was just in the midst of like mentally going back and forth with myself about leaving my job. It was like I was like really like, yo, when I leave this job, I'm never going to another interview. I'm not signing no like monster.coms. It ain't none of that shit. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like I got to do whatever I got to do. You know what I mean? And it was just like in the mindset of leaving, it was just like, damn, but how you going to do that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like how you going to literally do that? I'm like fighting with myself. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like it just came time, and it was like back and forth. Now the day that I was thinking that I didn't leave the next day,
Yeah.
I would go for I went for like another 6 months. Every day I'm like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm ready to leave.
Straight
Then
up.
it'd be lunchtime. And then I'm already comfortable by lunchtime. Then I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna just rock this day out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
6 months later, dog, July 4th, and I didn't plan none of this. July 4th, I had to work, and everybody calling my phone. It's July 4th, bro. You feel what I'm
Mm.
saying? Yo, hey,
Yeah.
what's up, man? You going down? You going to that party down in downtown?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I got work, man. JP called me. Yo, we going to NY, dog. I already got the table set up. I'm like, yo,
Mm.
I gotta work.
Yeah.
He like, man, yo, bro. He said, yo, you at the plant, yo, you a slave at the plantation, bro. He literally was like, you a slave at the plantation. And at the times I used to be getting mad, but it's like that day, that shit hit me a different type way. It hit different, as they say.
Yeah.
It hit different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this is
Yeah.
gonna be my story forever if I don't make a move.
Man.
So I'm still not in the mindset of just like, yo, I'm leaving when I go in there. I stay for like maybe an hour. You know what I'm saying? I go in early this day because the kids were asleep. So it's like they go to breakfast. You got to make sure they go upstairs without fighting. It's all kinds of crazy shit. So,
Yeah.
um, so one kid was up with me. I'm in the activity room. One kid up with me. I'm watching TV. We got all these DVDs of Martin. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm watching. I didn't watch Martin 10 zillion times. So
Yeah.
we put in one of the Martins, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting there early, and I'm just like, and I'm about to laugh at just one of these Martin episodes that I laughed at probably 7 billion times the same way.
Hey.
And I
Clap.
said, oh, I'm out. I'm out. It just hit me, dog. I
Yeah.
walked past everybody on my shift, shook their hand, and said, yo, I'm out. I talked to my supervisor, bro. Thank you for everything. No
Yeah.
disrespect. I'm not doing no 10-day. What I don't know what them Jones is when you be like 2-week notice, John. No, ain't no 2-week notice. My bad. You're gonna have to find somebody on the spot, but I'm out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like,
Straight
damn,
up.
so what you gonna do? And da 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 da.
Yeah.
So we had a little conversation as I'm walking out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He trying to talk me back.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for whatever. I'm out.
Man.
So he get outside. I get outside, and I'm just like, damn. I walked out the doors, and I'm really like, yo, this is crazy. So he calls me back. Yo, hey, like, you sure you want, bro? I said, bro, I'm outside. I'm out already. So he was like, damn. So he texts me an hour later, right? So as soon as I leave out, I call JP. Bro, I wrote, you lying. You ain't leave, dog. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
I hit him up. He's like, yo, come to my crib. I come to his crib or whatever. He give me the couple dollars. I'm like, damn, this the real start of like, I ain't never going to work no more. You know what I'm saying? So he calls me back like, bro, you sure you want to? If you still got your job, if you come back in an hour. I said, bro, I'm good. He wrote to me. He said, what are you doing? Because I would love to. I would love to do the same thing that you did, but I got a daughter. He said that, and I said, I'm doing this so I'm doing this right now, so I don't ever have to say the shit you just said. Because you got a daughter, you got to do something that you don't have no love for.
Yeah.
I'm doing that before I have kids. You know what I'm saying? So I can figure out what the fuck Raheem here to do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't King Saladeen. Saladeen's my middle name. You know what I'm saying? So I've always, with my art, signed Saladeen. I ain't signed Raheem. You know what I mean? So it's always been Saladeen. And it's just like, that's a whole nother story how the King Saladeen came about. But yeah, man, that was the mindset behind everything. So it's been years, bro. It's been years. And it was never about, I'm quitting my job to make money, or I want to be this big artist. It was just like, I tried everything else. I'm gonna try everything else. Let me try what come to me in my sleep.
Right.
Really give myself a shot though, not like for a week and then I'm kind of like, oh shit, I ain't make no money. I'm done. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I really was like, yo, I'm going to try to find how to get in these galleries. I want to find out how to be the guy behind that fucking Nike sneaker. I want to figure out who I need to sit down and shake hands and just show what I got to these people that are in positions.
Straight up.
I didn't know how hard that is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then a thing called social media came to me and to my knowledge around 2013-ish, 2012. And that's when IG was only for if you had an Apple phone. So I was T-Mobile boy, you know, and I had no idea about this until one of my homies come up. He's like, yo, this is joint called Instagram. Yo, look at Meek Mill's page. And I'm like, I'm looking at all rappers and I'm like, damn, this is dope as shit. This is like, you can just look at what they do all day. I'm like, it's kind of weird, but all right. You know what I mean?
Weird
So
flex,
like,
but okay.
right. So he's like, no, but you could throw all your artwork up on this joint. People would see that. You can hit the ball, whoever rappers. That's all we think about at that level of life. Yo, you can hit this rapper up. And and I'm just like, I don't know if the rappers is the angle. You know what I mean? I always knew it was outside of where I was at.
Right.
Like everybody got the inner city angles. I'm thinking about Hamptons. I'm thinking about LA. I'm thinking about Miami. I'm like, I've been here enough. I know who and who doing what and all that. They ain't got enough money for what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, no disrespect, young blacks, 90% of us, we don't buy an investment. We buy a flash. We buy a stunt. You know what I'm saying? We'll go cop a wheel, but we ain't getting no Amazon stock. Who? How much they want?
200.
No, dog. Next week. Next week I'm gonna see if I. But you'll go buy some Louboutin shoes that's $1,000. Wear them twice in a picture, and then they kind of just. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of understood the cycle of people that I was from. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I got to get outside of this and then come back. You know what I'm saying? But to get outside is a whole nother story too, because you got to have money to be able to be in another state, and it was just it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's shit. All of that, man. That's basically all I'm hearing is about choices. It's all about choices. You make a choice, you determine. You got to show your vision, and being a visionary and a creative, you already knew what you wanted. You was like, yo, inner city, cool, but I'm thinking global. I'm thinking everywhere.
Dog, because the inner city was like it was kind of like a trailer to me. I'm trying to see the movie. You know what I'm saying? The trailer is every dude that's getting a couple dollars. He's the boy with the Lexus. He's the boy with the Benz right now. He the boy with the watch that costs $80,000. He gone in 2 summers. He's gone. Then it's a whole nother boy. I was seeing all this, and these boys is my homies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it from afar like, oh yeah, they getting money down there. No, these is my homies that know my mom that's getting money dying. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just like, it's this shit corny. Like this shit is corny. Even when you get money out here, it's like the boy that you was cool with 2 summers ago want to kill you because you getting money now. I'm like, yo, it ain't no win. It ain't no win. So I already knew that. So I'm like, yo, I gotta get a legal drug. I always told myself, not now, I don't look at art as a legal drug, but I should always say that I have to find a legal drug because I'm a hustler. So it has to be something that's like I can push, but that won't get me locked up the bigger I get, or get me killed the bigger I get. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in that type of space. So it's just like, I never thought art though, bro. Like, I'm keeping it at 100. I thought art in my dream.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about reality thoughts where it's like, damn, I need like 5 stacks like next week to pay for something, or I need to get a new car. It was never like, yo, I'm gonna just go hard on art, because it wasn't no consumers for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like, for me to just do something that I love and it actually turn into a situation where I can sustain myself, and you know what I'm saying, and help myself grow, help my team grow, my family. It's like, that's beyond unreal, bro. That's like, it's like beyond.
Yeah, you thinking beyond yourself, and I actually just made a statement like this the other day. Like, if your dreams don't include other people, it ain't big enough. And
No.
I see that all in you. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like, it's
because
not just you. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
It's the team, it's the family.
because when God bless you the way you're supposed to be blessed, it can't be all you, because you'll blow up. You'll blow up, bro, because you do too much. It's like, what do? You know what I'm saying? I'm going here. Oh, I'm going to create all this shit. Then I'm going to mail out all this stuff. Then I'm going to shake hands with everybody. Then I'm going to sell myself to company. You can't do it. It's. But we come from where we come from, where it's, yo, that's my cookie.
Yeah.
That's my soda. Give me my dollar. Yo, you owe me $5. You know what I'm saying? Like, we come from that mindset. We don't come from, you know what I mean? And that's why, we started Create, Motivate, Inspire. So we can go back to the inner city for the kids, you know what I'm saying? And show them some thorough dudes that didn't have to go to jail for 10 years to come talk to you with some sense. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't have to do 20 years. It didn't have to, I'm coming in a wheelchair, so kids don't be in the street. You see me, I'm in a wheelchair. No.
Yeah.
We on some bullshit. It ain't we not doing it the regular way. You know what I mean? Because it's like, kids don't even learn by that, for real, dog. I seen all that shit. I seen dudes in wheelchairs my whole life. That ain't stopped me from trying to get some money when I didn't have no other option, or somebody with some sense around me. That don't stop you, because you're like, no, that's the bull Mark. The bull Mark was a dickhead. That's why he got shot. No, it happens. This is just how it go. You know what I'm saying? It's 50,000 marks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just deep, man. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, so I know we talking about a lot. I feel like, shit, we know each other now. Like, I know everything.
I mean, because honestly, man, if you ask about art, I talk about art. Other than that, it's like I'm talking about life, because life is the reason. Life is the thing that I know the most to get me to this point where we can talk about art, bro.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy that I can sit on here with you and be like, oh yeah, so yeah, I did this art show in LA and then we did this. It's like, before you know that, for the people that don't have no idea about me, you know what I'm saying? They gotta know I'm you. I'm the boy that you live down the street from, that's just not a dickhead. And you like, yo, he cool as shit. What are you really into? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you could be you out here and still win. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you're doing it, man. You're doing it the right way too. So to transition really quick, because I know we talked about a few things as far as your collaborations. Like, how did that really transpire? You know what I'm saying? Like, meeting up with the right people that you wanted to be with, the globals, the what's the collaboration you got with Lambos, you doing collaboration with, you got events going on. How did that transpire?
Well, all that transpired, like, honestly, like, with me going super, super hard for like 3-4 years straight. Like, I was living with friends everywhere. Like, I would call my friends around 2012, 13. Yo, what's up? Like, because I kept good relationships with all my friends, or people that I call like my cousin growing up or whatever. So they would move from out of Philly. Some people, they graduate from college, they get good jobs. I had homies in LA and Miami. So my cousin Barry, thank you God for Barry. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, I called him one day after I leave my job. Yo, I got a little couple dollars saved up. This is from JP 4 stacks that he gave me. I probably got like $1,600 left. a bunch of t-shirts because I invested in myself, a bunch of t-shirts. I was doing glasses at the time. I was doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like, yo, how much would I had to give you to come down to Miami for like, you know, like 2-3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Just sleep on the couch. He like, hey, you know, you ain't gotta give me nothing. Just do me a painting for my, he like, I need a big ass painting for my living room.
Straight up.
I'm like, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Dog, I'm on a plane. I'm there probably like 3 days later. You know what I'm saying? My whole task was just to get down there, do his painting, and then explore Miami. I ain't had no car, wasn't no Ubers. You know what I'm saying? It was like cabs. I was waiting for him to come home, and I was meeting people. So I'd meet chicks and stuff like that. And yo, take me down to Miami Beach real quick. I give you a couple dollars because I had a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? And I always know like to invest in yourself is like the best thing. Like if you got $1,000, you're not supposed to be like, damn, I only got this $1,000, so I gotta stay in the house and eat cereal. No, you take 500 of that and you go out and act like you got 10,000 in your pocket and talk and tell people what you do and you know, and you get back home and you know, hopefully you ain't spend the whole 5, but
you make some friends with it, you know.
You gotta like live like money don't exist. Like it really does, but it don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you walk into long as you can eat, you got some money in your pockets to kind of move around to go wherever you're going to get back, or a friend that can get you. It's like that's all the opportunity that life gonna really give you. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you coming from where I'm coming from, you know what I mean? Unless you got like, you know, an uncle or a grandfather that own 10 gas stations or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from that. So it's like I'm using every opportunity. So anyway, so I'm on a plane, you know what I mean? I go to Miami, I'm sleeping on his couch. This is how I found out about most of 90% of the art stuff that I didn't know. This is where I found it out when I went to Miami, because Miami is like the art capital of America for real. You know what I'm saying? Art Basel started down there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I found out about Art Basel by doing art, and a bunch of people like, yo, have you ever been to Art Basel? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm from Philly. My cousin live up the street, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like everywhere, like, bro. So it's like I found out about that. I caught a cab to Art Basel, and my mind was blown. So this is 2012. My mind is blown, bro. It's like the whole South Beach is art, everything. And I'm like, so I'm just walking around talking to people. I got painted sneakers on, and I'm meeting people in Miami that would later on be people that lived in New York. After we talked and everything like that, that would be like, yo, I remember you used the guy from meet me, and whenever you in New York, give me a call. So I stand to that. You tell me to give you a call when I'm somewhere, I'm gonna call you beforehand to introduce myself, so you know who the fuck I am when I do this. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I will already set all my stuff up. So I'm from Philly, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was, by me traveling all these different places and me having my first art show in LA, I'm from Philly. I went to LA to stay with one of my friends, and I'm like, yo, I need to have a show. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm staying down there, I'm doing paintings. I'm working, and her whole house is full of art. I'm putting painting on top of painting on top of painting, all on the walls. And I'm like, yo, I need to show all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she was in that lifestyle of the point where it was like, I was meeting 15 people every day with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was telling people what I did. Now I have a thing called Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of my T-Mobile. Now my Instagram, I got like 4,000 followers.
We moving.
I'm moving now. You know what I mean? People hitting me up like, yo, how much is this? And I'm like, what? This is easy. This is like cheating almost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like 2012, 13. My man JP passes away untimely from cancer in 2013. So that's like, that shit fucked me up. Like, that's like a whole another podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I continued though. To make a long story short, my man passed away. The nigga who influenced me, the nigga who pushed me, he passes away, bro. So that's like, it's either him chill or him you gotta go super hard. And I heard this boy in my head telling me to leave my job and all kinds of other conversations. I'm like, I gotta go back to LA. So I go to his funeral, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. Spoke at his funeral, you know what I'm saying? Laid him out like a real homie pose too. And I got back on my mission. And after that, it was like literally, bro. They say like the Sixth Man. You seen that movie, The Sixth Man? Dog, I'm living like the Sixth Man on some no sports shit. I'm talking about deals coming, people like, hey, would you be open to doing something, dog. My first deal was in 2015 with Jordan, right?
Mm, that's
And
heavy.
that happened with me playing basketball at the Jordan gym with PCNY, my management. I'll tell you how I met them and all that too. That was like
Yeah,
they was clients. They turned out to be clients. PCNY hit me up.
yeah,
Yo, I want a piece. This shit is dope. I want a piece. I'm like, all right, bet. So they sent the money in. They sent the money. You know what I mean? My wife, which was my girl at that time, she was
mm,
doing all my email stuff. So I'm on the move. I'm running around. So she checking emails like, yo, hey, you got like 47 emails for people that want art. And I'm like, what? I'm like,
yeah,
all right, I'm telling her, weed through them Jones, hit them
mm-hmm.
back, see
Yep,
who gonna put a down payment tonight. I'll
yep,
call them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So PCNY was one of the people that sent half of the money like fast. And I was just like, damn, that's love.
yeah,
So I hit boy, hey, what's going on, man? I just received your down payment. Like, what you thinking? What kind of
yeah,
art you looking to do? He like,
yeah,
yo, I just want you to do you, and you just let me know if you're gonna send it or you gonna come up to New York to bring it, and, to hand deliver it.
straight
So
up.
me and JP was always like, yo, we got to be in New York. Kim, you need to be in New York. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring that joint to you.
yeah,
So I'm wound up meeting them, and that turned into like a situation where it was just like super organic, where they was in another world.
mm-hmm.
PCNY, if you don't know, they're like one of the biggest car enthusiasts on the
Yeah,
East Coast.
yeah,
One of the biggest concierge services on the East Coast. So it was like I come and meet this guy. He sends me to a. He said, "Yo, come to this house." He give me an address. Dog, I did a Google. You know what I'm saying? Just me being from the hood, like, yo, let me
yeah,
just
yeah,
Google this crib.
straight up.
John's worth $30 million, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't even know what to look for. Like, this is crazy.
yeah,
A brownstone joint. I wouldn't think it was $30 million, but I wasn't new to New York then, so
right,
I didn't
right,
know the real estate and how it worked.
right.
So I walk in and I'm like, oh, this $30 million. This is crazy.
Like, you like,
So
oh,
yeah, so
yeah,
they having a party at that time, and I'm not extra, so it's like, yo, I'm coming in. Hey, all right, man, thanks a lot, man. I'll give you a call or whatever. Yo, let me
yeah,
know when you get back. You want to stay and chill. I'm like,
yeah,
it's up to you. I don't know. I was going to get the money and go back.
straight
So
up.
he's like, no, just chill. So I'm like, all right, that's perfect. I don't want to put myself on nobody, but I know once I get in the mix,
Yeah,
oh, it's over. It's kind of
right.
over, but I don't want to throw myself in the mix because then that's extra. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So he
yeah,
said,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on. I was like, all right, this is like a blessing, a blessing.
Mm,
So from there, I meet everybody who run PCNY. I meet 50 other people in the house. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it just was organic, and it was always like, yo, we having something this weekend. You want to come up? And I'm
mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I'm up there. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
jump in my
sure.
gas, my pile up.
Right,
I'm
right.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I crack
So
my bag real quick.
exactly. So I'm going up there and I'm meeting people, and they like living in super duper crazy ass cribs, bro. And they like, yo, just we're gonna go out tonight. Just stay over. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
out. They like,
yeah,
we don't want you driving after the party and da.
yeah,
So the relationship started like that, where it was like I would stay over somebody's house because we went out to party, and then the
mm,
next day, it's
mm,
like they already loved that I was an artist, so they was already feeling me. I'm
yeah,
just used to the
definitely.
hood shit where it's like, yo, as soon as I wake up, I'm out, I'm clean my little area. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't want to be the boy where it's like, damn, he left trash in his joint. I'm out. They like,
yeah,
no, you might as well just stay. Da, 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 da. So anyway, I'm just trying to give you the backstory on how I met
for real.
PCNY to get involved with
Yeah,
playing basketball at Jordan's gym. This
mm-hmm.
was one of the opportunities. Said, yo, you still play ball because they know me now. So I'm
Right,
telling
right,
them
right.
about playing ball. Yo, you want to come up to the Jordan gym, Carmelo gym? I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll come up there. He like, yo, you still got it? I'm like, nah, I'll bust everybody ass up there. I'm
right,
talking
straight up.
crazy. I'm
Right,
making money with y'all. Y'all inviting me places. Oh, I'm about to
yeah,
show y'all that I can hoop. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
And this was 4 years ago, so I was kind of like still playing ball sometime, and so I was
Yeah,
still nice. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
um, so I go up there to play ball. Make a long story short, um, one of the guys who's running a project that they're working on something for public school kids in
yeah.
Philadelphia. He's on my team.
Mm,
Another blessing.
that's crazy.
So we went like 4 or 5 games straight, and
Mm,
he knew my art, but he like, damn, I didn't know this boy can really hoop. Like, yo, you can hoop.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just
yeah,
like, I'm mad as shit because I know I'm out of shape, but I was still hooping. So I'm mad,
right.
like, yo, man, I don't believe we lost. He like, yo, I didn't know you could play ball, and I'm just like, yeah, man, I ain't do art my whole life. I didn't go to art
Yeah,
school. You know what I'm saying? He like,
right.
that's crazy, man. Yo, would you want to do a project that we got going on in Philly? I'm like, what I want to do a project, dog. This is Jordan. Dog. They gave me Jordan shit to play in. It's not even like off the
Yeah, it's
street.
like
I
a
had
no
I
brainer.
had
Yeah,
Adidas on. They like, yo, you can't wear Adidas in here. What
yeah,
size you wear? Jordan jerseys to go play like a open run. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
it's
it's like
crazy.
it was mentally crazy for me to just be hooping out there like that. So he like,
Right.
yeah, we want to do something for Philly. You perfect. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So
Yeah.
to make a long story short, that opportunity came from me just being me. I could have been
Mm-hmm.
like, no, I don't play ball no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm cool. I'll just go and watch. I would have never made that connection with that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shout out to my dog, man. Jeff Chin. Shout out to my brother Jeff
What up,
Chin. If
Jeff?
you are
Jeff.
listening, Jeff, thank
Hey,
you so much. You changed my life, dog.
hey, Jeff the plug, man. That's heavy, dog.
Facts,
That's
facts.
heavy, dog. That's real too. Just like they see opportunity and they see genuine, within you.
Yeah,
And that's what it is.
yeah.
That's the factor. You know what I'm saying? Because
Wow.
everybody's genuine with it.
I
And
appreciate
it's just
that.
like the energy. I'm pretty sure you can pick it up too. Like energy wise, you be like, nah, I'm cool. Or you just,
Yeah,
I play, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
when it's
yeah.
genuine, you just open up. You be like, yeah, I'm with it. I can do this. And that's
Facts,
heavy. That's real heavy. So,
facts.
and I don't want to keep you long because I know you probably got projects, you got other things to go on too.
It's all
But
good though. It's all good though, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when it comes to, being an artist, like what advice would you give to that young bull, that young artist, somebody that's looking to come into the game, create their own lane, based off your personal experience? What would you, give them as far as a piece
Um,
of advice?
what I would give, what I would say to a young artist is the
Yeah,
first thing I always say, because I've been asked this a few times, and I try to switch it up a little bit every time because it's
yeah,
different people listening. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I would definitely not see. It's so hard now because of
mhm,
Instagram, because you can see
yeah,
somebody winning before you can't see the bad times and everything they had to do to get to the picture that you liking. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So it's kind of like it's mentally a little different. But what I'm gonna say is,
mm,
just you gotta for one, you gotta have faith. For one,
yeah,
you gotta have faith and a lot of determination. And I think a lot of that came from me playing sports. So
mm,
when I speak of a person who's been good at sports. I've scored 50 points before. So I've scored, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I was the guy that I'm like, yo, I play basketball and I like my highlight was like that game when I had 10. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
I'm not him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I'm speaking from somebody who's went through life motivated to do something. Some people aren't motivated to do nothing.
straight up.
Some people just go to school and they just like, yeah, I just be cracking jokes. I don't play sports or, I don't really like I don't have no determination to do nothing.
Yeah,
So I'm talking to the people that have determination because if you don't have no determination, the shit I'm saying gonna be Chinese. You know what I'm saying? It's
mm,
gonna be like Chinese for real, for real. You know what I mean? So I
mm,
would just say you gotta believe in yourself, man. You gotta worry about just you. You gotta work on your craft. You can't worry
mm,
about money.
yeah,
You can't think, oh, I do art. I seen this boy King Saladeen. He be selling paintings.
yeah,
I'm gonna do art. I'm gonna sell paintings. It's like it has to be in you. Anything you do, I would say it has to be in you. You know what's in you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If somebody tell you to go break dance and that shit ain't in you,
yeah. That ain't the
it
look.
ain't. It's gonna be like, yo, what is you doing? But if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
in you, it's like, yo, this boy's crazy. You know
straight
what I'm
up.
saying? So it's kind of like just don't fake yourself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I get tested today, every day, to the point where it's like, yes, I'm an artist. Yes, I've created a look, and I'm still creating a look that hasn't been here before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But I also have to do things that have been here before, which I didn't go to school and I never been in 3 years of sculpting or the
yeah,
human body. And
yeah,
so if I draw somebody's face and it don't look like you,
yeah,
that's not my lane. So I'm never gonna say, yes, I'll take a portrait commission. Yeah,
right,
no, I won't. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's kind of like I kind of like understand my lane. So for other people, you got to kind of just work and just what comes natural to you, you work
mm,
on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I reserve everything like to like sports. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
if
It's
you can
relatable.
run, if you can run real good in
Yeah,
like football or something like that, you probably not gonna be a defensive lineman. You know what I mean? You're not
yeah,
gonna be blocking for the quarterback if you're like super fast, can catch balls out of everywhere, and
yeah,
and you're not super huge. It's
right,
just like that ain't gonna be for you. Now you could try to do it, but you're gonna have to climb extra mountains because that
straight
just
up.
ain't for you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I would just say like kids gotta have some kind of identity. You know what I mean? Like, and that comes from us growing up with our fathers, our uncles,
yeah,
strong dudes in our life that unfortunately, the society that we live in and the opportunities that a lot of us are given,
mm-hmm.
we don't be there for our kids, or our little brothers or our uncles, because I mean, it's just hard because we get locked up. You know what I mean? I don't know how to really say it, like, but we be getting locked up and shit. So it's like you getting locked up for something regular that you might have to do 5 years just because you ain't got no lawyer, just because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's, you ain't no murderer, you ain't raped nobody, you ain't do nothing crazy, but you gonna be locked up for 10 years for some type of crime if you don't have the right representation, the right, all of that, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, and it's sad. So it's kind of like, that's a whole nother podcast, you know what I'm saying? But I think that the kid just got to have willpower. Like, if you got willpower and hopefully God puts somebody around you to get on your nerves and keep you straight on a straight line, that's like everything, you know what I'm saying? And I always say, and I put in my work, dream big. I'm saying dream big because I had to dream big. I was like laughing at my own ideas sometimes, like, how you gonna make that happen, dog? But nowadays I'm looking like, damn, I'm on a flight going to China, 22 hours.
That's heavy.
I would never even think. I would never even want it. I ain't even never want to go to China, bro. I didn't even think about going to China. Like, the furthest thing from a hood dude's mind is going far, because don't nobody know you. You can't call nobody. Don't nobody even speak English. So me going to LA was like, bro, that was like a far trip for me. That was like, holy shit, I'm in LA. So when you're in a different country and all that different stuff, bro, it's like, I just think about like how good God is, man. And just like, you can't ever put a cap on yourself, man. You can't ever put a cap on yourself. So I would just say for kids, is just try your best to get around the most positive people. And most positive people ain't the coolest dudes in the world when you young and you from the inner city. You know what I'm saying? But you have to do something to separate yourself. And every day, man, I got a son. He 2, but he'll be 15 soon. You know what I'm saying? He'll be 11 soon. He'll be in that space where he can be in a car with somebody and they get pulled over and just for dumb shit, or somebody can just say he did something and it's like, oh, he did it. It's not like, no, we got to find this out. It's no, he did it, and then I got to pay for all these lawyers. So I'm trying to really like, it's really hard because it's like money don't even solve none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Money don't even solve the issues of young Black African Americans in America. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just trying to put out the right energy and the right motivation to people, to the point where, I don't know, like, that dark cloud might swoop over my family, over my friends, over my people, because it can happen. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it stops to 100%. But I'm realistic. The shit is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I'm just trying to put out the right energy, bro, so I can get all this back tenfold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a full circle, and you putting out the right energy. You know, a lot of people will follow you, watch you. A lot of people looking up to you, so you leading by example for sure. And
I appreciate
to
that.
tie this all together to conclude everything, you know, just the idea and concept based on where you've been and where you came from and where you are now. Like, what do you want to be remembered for? You know, when it's all said and done, when King Saladeen paints that last paint.
It's so crazy because I'm never gonna paint that last painting because I've gotten endeavors in so many things now. Because now we creating toys, we doing all kinds of clothing. I'm gonna have cartoons. I'm gonna do all this different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. But when I'm dead and gone, that's when it's over. When I'm dead and gone, I will. It's a whole lot of shit, honestly. But I want to be known for like the most influential. You know what I'm saying? Not the most influential that never stepped into an art school. That never actually took a major at art. That never sat with other artists and learned ideas and techniques and was around that world ever. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be in this space and inspire other artists that, you know, like, I got an assistant now. He graduated from college for art. How the fuck do I have, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's the type of world that we're in, where people that go to college sometimes can't find an artistic opportunity in a job. So you're like a brainiac at art, but you work somewhere where you can't even use any of that, and you owe student loans. So it's kind of like, it's just like, it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a blessing. But now I have him around to school me on certain things that I didn't know. I never went to art classes. I didn't
Yeah.
know everything that I've done because it was a feeling. It was a feeling, and I seen something, and I kind of did it my way. And the colors, I like bright
Yeah.
colors because that's how my energy is. And it's like
Yeah.
that shit was all because I was able to do it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And dog, it's just crazy trying to explain this shit, man. So what I would want to be known for is just influential, man. Influencing, putting the right influence out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a time where it's so easy to go viral for running, doing dumb shit. Like, dog, if I was painting with my shirt off and doing some dumbass dances,
Yeah.
it'd be a million views. And I'm
Yeah.
throwing paint and acting
Yeah.
like a nut. You know what I'm saying? It would literally be millions of views. I'll be on YouTube. YouTube would be paying me. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, my son will be able to see that my dad is a clown.
Yeah.
He don't care about, oh, we got Benz outside with a big house. Yo, my dad a clown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So my biggest thing was I'm gonna get the big house, all that, with
Yeah.
morals intact though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Like.
With not showing people the wrong shit. Not like, you know what I'm saying? If I did smoke or something like that, I would never nobody would ever know unless you were
Mhm.
around me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I would
Yeah.
never be smoking that blunt and painting at the same time to show some young boy like, damn, maybe I gotta get high or maybe
Yeah.
I
Just to
gotta be
create it.
like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm just trying to show the right thing and just put out a dope message and just be like somewhat of a black Walt Disney. When I'm done, it's gonna
Like
be some
that.
black Walt Disney shit, dog. I'm gonna have amusement parks and all that. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy because I'm setting myself up now to
Yeah.
understand that I'm gonna run into a person who makes amusement parks now,
Hmm.
just on some cool us being on the same wave. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And it's gonna turn into that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the things that's going on now, it would be like to regular people hearing me talk about I'm gonna have a museum. I'm gonna have not a museum, amusement park. Some
Yeah.
people like, yo, he be doing some art, but that nigga talking crazy now.
Right. Like, nah. Hey, it's
But
possible.
if you if I'd have told somebody, yo, I'm gonna create something in this life that somebody's gonna pay $20,000 for, $10,000 for, $30,000 for one day, do
Yeah.
you know how crazy somebody gonna be like, yo, you gonna be able to create bricks of coke?
Yeah.
Like that would have been the only question. Like, oh, he gonna learn how to cook coke, make coke. No, I'm talking
Yeah.
about never mind.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm in the
Never
never
mind.
mind vibe right now, where it's
Yeah.
like if you
Yeah.
ain't around me, you don't even get to know what I'm thinking for real, because it ain't no point.
Yeah.
You ain't nowhere near you're not thinking it's obtainable anyway. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like we can't sharpen iron right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I just want to be able to just be known as like a great dude, um, somebody who is definitely helping other people, because that's how JP is remembered by me. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of like made me start doing different things and understand you need a team and understand a lot of just like things that we don't come up knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Giving back, donating art,
Right.
donating money, things like that. Like we don't come up, man. You be like, donate for what? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
What?
I
Yeah.
need all mine. I need all mine. We come from that. So I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
just want to just change the narrative a little bit about, young dudes
Mm.
in the inner city just having ideas of what you think you could be successful at. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I think art just totally like spins your mind. There's people now that's probably like, I
Yeah.
don't even understand what the boy doing, but he killing shit. But I don't
Right.
even understand it. And I know that because I come from where we don't understand this
Yeah.
type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just trying to make this art world just you could be a designer, you could
Yeah.
be the owner of your own business. You can just get a nonprofit organization and help and
Yeah.
do cool things. Like it's just like the creative is going to win.
Yeah.
It's no more factories. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's no more oil mills. It's no more. It ain't no more of that where you
Yeah.
can be a middle class person and nah.
Yeah.
The middle class is dead. Ain't no middle class. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you have or you had or you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different levels of having. You know what I mean? So my biggest thing was just like I just want to be able to be on the other side because I've already been on that other side of not having
Yeah.
for a long time
Yeah.
and be able to do something that I control. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done real estate before, but when the
Mhm.
market crashed, the market gonna crash.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? But wait it out. You feel what I'm saying? This right here, it's a little different because it's like I don't have a whole blueprint, bro. It's like God is just I took the
Man.
course what I needed to be doing, and God like, all right, now I'm blessing you now because you didn't did it, Playboy. So
Right.
new project, new project, new
Yeah.
project, this, that. You know what I mean? A car. I'm like,
Yeah.
dog, when I started painting $1 million cars and shit, it's like I was nervous, bro. It's like I don't really know if I want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had the opportunity and I'm like, I'm going to kill it.
Hmm.
I ain't never really been around them cars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than my man JP maybe renting a Ferrari because it was New Year's or something like that.
Right. Right.
I ain't never been around them cars. You don't see them Jones parked in the hood nowhere,
Yeah.
flying
Yeah.
past in the hood
Yep.
nowhere. So it's like all of that was just like mind-boggling, man. So for me to be able to get these opportunities and really not have any blueprint on how to do it to make somebody be like, yo, that's crazy. Because to make somebody be like, that's crazy
Yeah.
is a lot. Is a
Yeah.
lot. And then over and over and over and over and over and over. It's like, come on, man. So
Yeah.
that's what gets creatives in a crazy space too, because it's like, what's my next thing? What do I do next? Instead of just letting it come and just letting
Right.
it, So
Right. Right.
I don't know, man, but I want to just be known for like never giving up. Just a boy that just ain't have no answers. I have no cheat sheet. I
Yeah.
had no yo him. If you do this, that's how you sell a painting. Or
Right.
a person from a gallery say, you know what? I love your art. I want to take your stuff in, and then I started selling, and now I can be
Yeah.
like, no, dog. I walked in galleries. They like, what are you talking about?
Right.
What? Because I'm
Yeah.
coming in as a young black guy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not
Hmm.
artistically looking. I don't come in with suspenders on with the little beret hat and all. I don't come in like that. So it's kind of like they
Yeah.
think either I'm trying to buy some art or I'm wasting their time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm
Yeah.
trying to talk to them about art and yo, how do
And
I go
learn.
about
Yeah.
doing this? And they're not giving me no game. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give me no game. So it's just like I'm just trying to, show people that it can actually be real. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And we're in
Yeah.
a time now where it's social media. So the right person might see something you're doing, especially if you conducting yourself. Don't be an
Right.
artist for a week, then you be a rapper for a week, and
Yeah.
then you want to be a comedian for a week,
Yeah.
and then you meet somebody that want to check out your work, and you like, yo, go to my Instagram, and they going through all kinds of
Yeah.
you dancing and cursing and oh,
Yeah.
what is he doing? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I thought he was an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was one of my biggest things was like you got to stay consistent. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Yeah, I love basketball, but you don't see me posting LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is
Right.
a business. This is a business. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You get to know if you get to know me, then you know that I love LeBron, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you got to really keep it. You got to understand business too. So it's just like, man, I
Right.
don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
but
Your story.
kids, dream
Yeah.
big, and it can happen.
Exactly. Nah, that's love, man. I absolutely agree, man. Your story is amazing. I love everything about it, what you stand for, what you're trying to push and pursue. And though, your
Appreciate that, man.
canvases may change, like you touching on cars, you're doing blank canvases, but now your canvas really changed as you dive into the demographic of things. You're tapping
Right,
into culture, so
right,
you
right.
still painting, right? You're still doing your creative work, but in the bigger sense, like your picture is much bigger. And I love that. So
Yeah, everything starts from the art, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
it just umbrellas down, The only
exactly.
reason I can sell out shirts and sell out toys is because of the art. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It's a
yeah.
product from the art. Everybody can't buy a 30, 40, $50,000 painting, but you can
Mhm.
buy a toy for $200, $300. You can buy a hoodie for $100. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I make sure that I have a piece of the brand for everybody. And when
Yeah.
you get but also continuing to give you motivation to the
Mhm.
point when you buy it, when you're able to buy your first piece, when you bought your first house and your first condo, or your second house and your second condo, you like, you know what? I gotta
I
get
can,
me a king piece, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
remember I ain't make this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
until then, you can rock a hoodie. You can
Yeah.
rock. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you can
Rock
still be
something.
in the same. You can still be in the same motive, the same energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm with it, dog. I'm definitely copying some artwork for sure. And I got a lot of people that's really like into art. So I'll be pushing some people your way
You
for
gotta
sure.
come down to the studio, man. You gotta come down to the studio one day.
Yeah, yeah, man. Just let me know. We can definitely link up. I'm down for it. Show love and
Definitely,
everything. And definitely
definitely,
check you out. But again, man, I just want to say thank you, personally for taking the time out to come onto the podcast. It meant a lot, man. Happy to meet
definitely.
you again for everything. Much love, my brother. And
Dog, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you for having me on your platform, brother.
Absolutely, man. And let people know where they can follow you again and where they can reach out and check out some of your work and shop at.
Okay. Well, right now, on my website, I don't think I have any products actually on there because thank God that they sell out. You know what I'm saying? But you can go on the website and check out. You can read the bio. You can see what's going on. I have to actually update it because we've been doing a lot of projects that I haven't put up there yet. But it gives you a good grand scheme of things of what's going on. It's www.king King Saladeen Saladeen art.com. If you're on Instagram, everybody's pretty much on Instagram is at King Saladeen. Twitter, it's King Saladeen, I think too. Yeah, Twitter's King Saladeen too. Yeah, King Saladeen art. I'm sorry, King Saladeen art. I don't tweet much. I mean, they just told me he like art. I'm like, all right.
I feel it.
Yeah, so pretty much social platforms. That's really the thing. YouTube, the King Saladeen YouTube page. It has a lot of different stuff from past projects and videos and when we went to China. So we try to film every big situation that we get. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all social media platforms. King Saladeen.
Got you. Well, we look forward to having you back on the show, man, soon, and checking out your legacy as you continue to build and expand
Let
out,
me
man.
know.
Much love for coming on, my guy.
All day. Let me know, man. I gotta put something in the background, man. I gotta give you something for that
Oh, where
background
you
right
got
there.
some? Where the bear at? Where you get?
Dog, I got you. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I got you.
All right. Yeah, 'cause I gotta fix some stuff too. I need
No,
some
it's
work.
nice. It's nice though, but I got you. I'm a bless you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it. I'm with it. So again,
All
much
day.
love, guys. I'm gonna make sure I put everything down in the link in the description so you guys can tap in. Until next time, much love, peace, and blessings.
Thanks for having me.